Hello, in the next class, let's make the semi-previous example, but now using Vue framework. Now, the HTML elements will react with a Vue object, pretty similar to a desktop development, when you have a screen component pointing to variable, and this component reacting if this value is changed, if this value's variable changes. In Vue is pretty similar. So we have our div and two buttons again. First step, we need install Vue. There are three ways to install in our project, but let's use the easier way. Let's install, that is just copy production URL and paste in our HTML page. So now I create a script section. And next step, to hurt, is create a Vue object. That's pretty similar to create a JavaScript object. I just type var ap equals new Vue. Then now I have my first Vue object. Next step, I need to inform its scope. For this, I create a new div and I give an ID property which I call API. Then I inform property el hashtag ID value hashtag API. Also, in a Vue object, we have some properties and each one has a specific objective. I will create a property method which is responsible to group our functions. Similar to previous classic JavaScript example, I create two functions, hide and function show. And also in Vue object, we have another property called data. Inside data, we create variables when we can store any value we need. And any variable created in these sections is reactive. So my variable create here inside data is responsible to change the behavior on HTML elements. So my first variable, I should create show div and put his default value equals true. When I call hide function, then the Vue must assign a value false to this variable. When I call show function, then Vue must assign value true to show div. Inside the Vue object, if I need to call this onObject function, data or any other section, we shall use the received word this. This dot show div equals true. This dot show div equals false. And then we can wonder how does make div react to show div property, and how does make a button call Vue function. We have a directive called vf, v-f. Directives are similar to HTML properties. In fact, we use that in same place after HTML elements, but between the signals is less than and is more than. But directives belongs to Vue framework. And we recognize a directive by v- in start name. Our first directive v-f, then I put vf underscore show div, Then my div will render only if this variable is true. If false, then div HTML and any child inside it not be rendered. Another must-use directive is von. Von enables we call any HTML event but point automatically to a Vue objective functions. In HTML we have click property. When I use click, as we see in the previous example, when I use click, we call a JavaScript function. Now, if I use v on column click, now I call a Vue function. So I put v on column click equals underscore show. So when I click at this button, I call show function. Same way, I put v on click equals hide in my second button, and then let's try right now. Okay, hide and show button. Hide and show. As you can see, each button has this intended behavior.